everybody, welcome back to Let Us Gaming. We have a brand new series. We are going to be all Keiji Inufune here and start new projects while we are currently working on the previous one.
That's kind of how you do
Welcome
this.
to Metroid Zero Mission for the Game Boy Advance, currently being played on the Wii U, as you can see.
Nice. I've never played this game, and that's because I've only played and finished two. No. I lied there. I've played multiple Metroid games, but I've only been two, and those are like Super Metroid and Metroid 2. So I think
You played the best one and one of the worst ones.
Dude, Metroid 2 is fine. It's just
The first two Metroid games I tried playing, I couldn't do. I couldn't play them.
one sucks, but two it's okay. I like it.
One is atrocious. So you know what they did?
Two has pretty nice.
They took that game.
Though.
Oh yeah, by the way, a bunch of 100% because I has no life and I've been playing this game back to back to back since it came out.
Sorry, but there's one missing. It looks weird. There's like one.
Yeah, there's one missing because between the last save and the final boss there is a energy tank. So that's why there's that unfortunate.
Oh, name drop! Look at that name drop. My so-called Zero Mission. Oh wow, that's totally
Title
badass.
drop.
That's like TV trope style.
So Zero Mission here is a. People like to say it's a remake. I'd like to say it's a canon, a like ball cannon towards the original, saying "fuck you." I'm gonna just make it better. This game just obliterates the first game in terms of everything. Control, graphical styles, music, length. They've added so much into this game. They've done so much work. It's just, this game is so polished, and this game is easily tied for my favorite Metroid game with Super. Because this game and Super are actually like two sides of the same coin, I like to think. With Super, you end up taking a lot more of end up taking a lot more time doing things, I find. But with Zero Mission, with how fast everything moves, you'd get things done really quickly. Especially with Samus moving as fast as she does. She's really heavy in this game.
Yeah, because it's running. I assume it's on the same engine as Metroid Fusion, which was the first Game Boy Advance title. It's the chrono.
It's probably a tweaked version of Fusion, I wouldn't doubt, but they fixed the one thing that everyone complained about, and that was the wall jump.
Yeah, I mean, the wall jump in Super Metroid was infamous for basically being the one feature that every redheaded stepchild used when they were like, "Lol, my pro strats, I'm gonna totally wreck this game by cheating."
Well, that's how you do things like get power
one of
bombs.
those redheaded stepchilds was me because I couldn't take it. I was like, I can't ever do a playthrough of Super Metroid where I get the wave beam legitimately. I always do the wall jump on those spikes. I always do it. It's just an instinct.
And then you go straight to fighting Crocomire.
Wait, really?
So yeah, this game. Another reason I love this game so much is that it's the first game that really shows off. That really like took notice to the speedrunning community, because there are a lot of nooks and crannies you can take to get from one area to the next, and with those in mind, there are a lot of ways to get a lot of items in unintended orders. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be messing with this game like there's no tomorrow. The first big item we're going to get, well, besides what we're going to be getting now, after bombs, we're going to be getting something we're not supposed to get till like really late into the game, so that we cut down on backtracking. Now, the in-game timer says my run was 1 hour and 30, but the whole playthrough is like 2 hours long. So I'm not sure if that's like if like timer stops whenever you like get an item and the little cutscenes, probably. But yeah. Prepare. This is not your grandfather's playthrough. This is a messed up playthrough.
This is basically him taking the game into a back alley and beating it violently, like in the Bronx.
The Bronx. You sound like my little brother.
Welcome to the jungle, motherfuckers.
Patrick, stop! She can't take anymore.
This is incredibly controversial because Samus is actually not a man. We don't even know who this is. Is this Metroid? Who is this man guy?
Well, that Samus is actually Metroid.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, outside of Fusion, she is considered Metroid because I don't remember where they said this, but they hang on. They apparently Metroid is the Chozo word for warrior. So Samus is a Metroid.
Yeah, isn't that
so? Metroid's
Fusion
Zero
is the
Vision.
last game in the chronological timeline, right?
Which is unfortunate because I really want to see a sequel to that game. Like, so badly. I want to see what happens with the Federation, with the Galactic Federation versus Samus. I want to see how Adam and Samus interact afterwards because what we have in terms of Samus and Adam interaction.
Fusion the last game in the story?
Yes. Chronologically speaking.
Oh, okay, never mind. It was just Skype crapping out again.
Ugh. You guys watching the video won't be hearing Skype messing up too much because me and John are recording very differently.
Where was I going with that analogy? Jesus Christ. I'm getting.
I don't know. I was just explaining how we were recording.
Minute.
You're coming in fine now.
I'm just starting to lose my charm, my very short term charm.
I'm like
one of those fucking charms you buy at a boutique. You're like, oh mom, look what I bought. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, it's okay. And then like one day later, you completely forgot why you bought it in the first place. And that's basically every single character on this channel. Oh yeah, by the way, let me just ramble on for a bit. We've renamed the channel to Lettuce Gaming instead of Teal Toaster, and we're just kind of awkward because I made an update video calling it Teal Toaster. But the reason we're doing this is because I've been thinking, wait, I haven't done a live stream in a while, and I don't really have an interest in doing one anymore. So
which actually we should
keep making live streams on there, but still, yeah. But I should still call Lettuce Gaming because that's sort of what the focus is gonna be. And so this is basically mine and Pat and mine. How do I say this? Our channel. No, actually, it's mine. Actually, I actually have every copyright to it. And if you don't follow my rules, I will throw the ban hammer in your dick hole.
Oh no, not my dick hole. John, spare me.
This is, yeah, I shall spareth you or something. How oldeth can I soundeth if I put eth at the end of every sentence?
You sound like 4.
I sound like my dog. Actually, that's kind of
an impressive dog you got
to say. Nah, the thing was, it was this stupid picture. One of my parents has.
All right, so
I kind of want to say this. This is really serious, by the way. One of my parents has discovered memes.
Oh no!
And this person sent me a picture of a dog that had like the worst overbite ever, and it said night night sleep tight or something, and I cringed so hard I couldn't sleep. It actually made me not want to sleep. It was the fucking cringiest shit. I couldn't sleep. That's the part that cracks me up. I actually couldn't sleep. And I was, I think at the time I was actually listening to vaporwave, so I couldn't sleep for some reason. Actually, that was what. I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but I was.
Yeah, because we're sequence breaking right now.
I was actually listening to vaporwave at the time, just starting listening to it, and I got the shit stuck in my head, and I just couldn't like sleep. So I was actually kind of sleep deprived at the time. But yeah, that meme fucked me up really bad. One of the first times a meme might have actually psychologically harmed me in more ways than one.
If you want memes that harm, you go to Filthy Frank.
No, you go to 4chan, you go to the B-board, dude. I went there. I saw a lot of shit. Honestly, I honestly think that the poll is worse. It's just the most offensive place on earth, and it's absolutely glorious. Holy shit. But B still
Alright,
has its charm.
hang on, two
By the way,
things we have to explain. One, me and John are starting to record it in a different way. Now both of us are using Audacity, so even if Skype messes up, you guys still hear both of us fine. Which, you know, we know Skype messed up a lot of our previous videos, so hopefully this fixes everything. So like, we're both watching the video, and you know, we might sound like 1 or 2 seconds off during the actual video while you guys watch, but other than that, things should be running a lot more smoother than what they did. Second of all, what you guys just witnessed, one of the Metroid's biggest like sequence break helpers is the bomb jump, especially in Zero Mission, because what they've done is that they sped up the bomb explosions. So what you do is that you bomb jump up the vertical shaft, you go through like small platforming area. This is actually a pretty dangerous part because if you're not careful, you can actually die, and I haven't saved. Oh, that's the thing, I'm not going to be saving until like the second half of the game. I'm not going to be using any save points.
if you died, I would have laughed so hard, even though I didn't even know you played the game.
No joke, I was playing this game like just yesterday, just for funsies, and I kept messing up. Dude, I was like massively off my game, and I died at around this part with the Vario suit part, and I didn't save, so I had to restart from the beginning.
I want
yeah,
to kill myself, you asked curiously to yourself.
So this is what you're going to be seeing for the rest of the playthrough. I will be sequence breaking, I will be getting things out of order. The reason why I got the Vario suit now is because the Vario suit is the only reason you ever have to go back to that to the edge of Brinstar. Now that we have that, I saved us like maybe 15 minutes worth of backtracking, because we'd have to go from Norfair to the Vario suit.
Okay, can I just say, the Vario suit, I like the design. Metroid 2 introduced it, by the way. And I do like the Vario suit, but I really don't like how they translate it over to the 3D games. It just looks really awkward to me. I like this suit, though. I like the way this one looks. It just looks simple.
If I can give Other M credit for anything, is that I really like the way the power suit looks in that game. I think Samus looks incredible in that game.
In more ways than one. Immature jokes. I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm just making a really weird voice, and I'm probably waking up my neighbors. Oh my god.
We just need 69 super missiles, and we're good.
I did that in one breath. Oh my god. I could just feel my lungs sort of wanting to descend into heaven. Descend into heaven.
Descend into heaven. Heaven is hell.
Sorry, I said hell wrong.
You misspelled hell and said heaven. Blasphemy.
Oh, yo, what's your favorite LP channel? Oh, that Lettuce Gaming shiz. Oh, you misspelled hell, dude. I mean, it's so simple. Just 4 letters. How the hell do you misspell that?
You mean memes the channel?
Yeah, because we're dank. Oh my god, I can't even tell if we're ironic anymore.
Stop. We're getting.
This is what we actually tried recording this before, and it didn't work out.
Skype got too bad.
Yeah, guess what? I said the most stupidest thing here. Basically, he got this item that's you'll explain shortly. Basically, what happened was he got the item, and I was confused, and I thought it was like in some language, so I just called it Arabic, and then I went with an ISIS joke.
It's ISIS's secret weapon.
And the thing is, that's such a stupid, offensive joke, so I'm just gonna laugh at it and just say, I'm dumb. Yay.
Yes. But
What is that item, though? What is it? Is it the top secret weapon of
Alright, there are 4 items in Zero Mission that you get while you're going through Zebes that you can't access because your suit is using Windows Vista, and we need at least Windows 8. So
I hated Vista. I remember it was so weird.
Anyways, yeah, the suit isn't upgraded enough to use those, so there's no reason to use those, to get those, except for the fact that by getting those, you make some blocks weaker, which is how they force you to get them. Now, they say they're unknown items, but if you've played Super Metroid, you know exactly what the items are because they reuse the same sprites, just make them Just make him gray. No one will notice.
Dude, that room you walked into, that looked like a boss room. Like, I was just expecting
it did.
the statue to just shoot lasers and just meteors and shit.
It would make it interesting.
No, but they should, that would be a perfect place for a boss. Maybe they'll do that later, though. I don't know. I haven't played this game. We only watched.
Do you mean later in the game, or do you mean later in another Metroid game? Because the latter doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon.
A new
this
Metroid
is
game, you
Metroid's
say?
30th anniversary, and what do we have to celebrate?
Did you say a new Metroid game? Do you want a game
we don't have a Zoom Mission.
developed by another developer?
We don't have a new Metroid game.
With charge controls and a forced story with awful voice acting. Apparently, I haven't played Other M, by the way, so I'm just sort of bashing it.
We don't have a new Metroid game. Other M was the last one that we had.
Hey, you want to LP some Other M? That's like asking if you want to kill. Hey, do you want to LP Other M? Basically translates completely over to like in some foreign language. Hey, do you?
Well,
do
you and I would probably
bleach?
have a lot to talk about when it comes to Other M. It's just
all I could say is, I see why people hate it.
Not an Other M defender. I'll defend some points. Like, I like the way the game plays, and I like the atmosphere of Other M. You know, a lot of people think that no music is bad. Well, I agree. I miss the music in the game. My first time playing it, I actually felt worried, and you know, everything was foreboding. So it didn't bother me too much, but you know, I still miss tracks like this. I still miss tracks like Kraid's Lair, or like basically anything from Prime. So you know, so like controls, graphics, and gameplay, I think in Other M are pretty good. But I went to try playing Other M not too long ago, and I had to stop myself because, John, the story and voice acting is just so bad. Just so incredibly bad.
Would you be okay if I just sort of talked about something? There's this thing I've noticed with Metroid. It's that it has amazing atmosphere, like with Super Metroid. It's incredibly creepy for a Super Nintendo game, but the first time through, it puts you on edge. It really does.
Hang on, let me tell you a little story about the first time I played Super Metroid.
Okay, go ahead.
The first time I played Super Metroid, I was actually like, this was when I was like in terms of single digits in age, right? Like maybe 8, 6. I don't know. I don't remember.
Did you play it on the Super Nintendo?
Yeah, I played it on Super Nintendo. My Super Nintendo is from my uncle, right? Anyways, so I played the game, and you know, I got past the first part of the thing with like my heart still trying to jump out of my chest because I was terrified. Like, what the hell is this? This giant dragon suddenly came out of nowhere and is attacking me. I can't kill it. What is going on? Why the hell is the station about to blow up? What is going on? Because there's one thing I've always hated, especially since Super Metroid started this with me, is being pressured in games. Which is why
Majora's Mask.
I couldn't play Majora's Mask at first because of that, but I digress. But anyways, so I couldn't play it. That terrified me. But the first thing that actually made me quit the game was the first boss. When you're going for the bombs and you have to fight the Chozo statue, the Torizo, that shit terrified young me. Absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
And I turned the game off because I was that scared. Like, why the hell did this thing just come to life? I can't trust anything anymore.
That reminds me.
So when I eventually...
Dude, that reminds me so much when I played Banjo-Kazooie and I got to like Gobi's Valley and one of those hand things popped out of the ground. I briefly mentioned it in my review of the game, and yeah, by the way, I'm working on the next one. I'm just really fucking slow. But one of those popped out of the ground and like attacked me, and I was so scared. I basically walked up to my N64, shut it off, and just took a minute. Like,
so, dude, but I didn't take a minute. I took like days to go back to Super Metroid, and I braced myself for the Chozo fight, and I just barely made it past the Chozo fight with my life. But the thing is, every single Chozo statue I went to after that fight, I never trusted. Do you remember where you get the super missiles in Super Metroid?
Yeah, the one where you fall down the hole, the giant
yes,
shaft.
where you fall down the Mario hole. The Mario pipe.
that part of the game was creepy to me. Like,
anyways,
but like,
I saw that statue. I shot the thing. I saw the symbol for super missiles. You know, I didn't think they were going to be much more important, but I said, you know what? I don't want this thing attacking me, so let me just completely skip the super missiles and keep on going. I walked past the next upgrade.
yeah, but you can't get out without that upgrade, so you were.
No, that's why it terrified me to go get it again. My heart
So-
was racing the entire time.
I just want to say that, like I said before, the game has excellent atmosphere, but once you beat it and you play it, it becomes a different beast. It goes from this really...
I'm glad we started talking about Super Metroid during the Zero Mission run, because I just finished sequence breaking again, and we got high jump early.
Oh,
Yay, high jump and jump ball. It comes with spring ball. Huzzah, spring
like
ball.
I said, now you're force feeding this game to eat macaronis with cheese without any
Dude,
meat sauce.
you haven't even seen the worst of it. It's gonna be at the end of the video. Just wait. You didn't get to see it because we had to quit, because you had to quit early. But
here's another arcane toaster tangent. I really like pasta. Do you agree?
yes.
I'm hungry.
That's
now.
why I'm fat.
Fuck. I actually ran out of meat sauce recently. Shit.
Dude, more bomb jumping. Don't you love bomb jumping? Because I love side bomb jumping!
Oh my god, that's actually really pro. I like the part before where you fell in this lava over and over again doing a jump, and I was like, lol at the pro stats. Oh my god, I'm saying lol. What am I doing with my life? I actually hate myself
Alright, here
now.
we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. In this room, you shoot missiles upwards to free up this. You go into this door, you fight some invincible enemies that you can't kill because, you know, I'm like practically naked. But
No, that's
in the next
serious,
area,
Thomas.
we get da 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 da.
Wow. You weren't lying.
Dude, the screw attack is meant to be the last item you get in the first half of the game. We're 20 minutes in, and I get the screw attack. And there we go. That's the end of Zero Mission.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it in part 2. Until then,
No. I just wanted to make a quick point here.
Yeah. What's up?
As I said, the first playthrough would always be like my first playthrough with Fusion. I had already played Super Metro, and I was like, okay, I know what I'm in for. But the game was surprisingly tense, and then
Super Metro or Fusion?
Fusion, and then I haven't even touched this one. I almost said Wind Waker for some reason. I don't know why. But I tried beating Fusion multiple times on different saves and stuff, and the more I do it, the more the game becomes more of like a sort of a speed running kind of game in a way. Like it goes less from like a tense experience to like an absolute like
Zero Fusion
experience.
is definitely a lot more action packed. There's definitely a lot more fighting and shooting.
Yeah, probably.
Anyways, I think we should end the video here. Everyone is just kind of looking at a blank screen.
Yeah, or
So,
I'll just
everyone-
put up a copyrighted picture of some macaronis because I was talking about pasta. So yeah, have a good night.
Everyone,
I'm
have
gonna go-
yourself a good night,
I'm
and
gonna,
we'll
I'm
see
gonna
you
go
in
and
part 2.
spork my eyes out.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
see ya.